Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today, we are diving into a very mythical set of mischiefs. We're mischief. We're playing
Mythic Mischief? I think it's the name.
I know the people at Ivy Studios are going to be like, no, Jesse, you're ruining it already right away.
I'm going to do a little bit of nostalgia there. Ah, there we go.
Is it a little bit more comfortable now?
Yes.
A little bit more comfortable?
Yes.
This is going to be Mythic Mischief, which is, as far as myself and Board Game Co. are concerned, a 5 out of 5. I know, you've already seen the reviews, the coverage, the previews, the gameplays. We've done additional and extra and well beyond content on this game.
This has been everywhere, man. Instagram, Facebook, like every single ad space has been Mythic Mischief. So I am very excited to dive into this one.
I have played this game in more states than I have played almost any game. We went down to Ivy Studios to play it in Tennessee. I stopped in Kentucky and played it there. I've played it up at Board Game Co.'s house in Cleveland. I'm playing it now in Maryland. I brought it down to family in Florida.
So it's an international, it'll be an international game soon enough.
And I played with an 8-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So the odds of you beating me...
Low?
Are you above or below an 8-year-old? Sorry, the analogy fell apart there. This is going to be legitimately a really, really beautiful, abstract, very thematic abstract game. It's an asymmetric, abstract puzzle where you're doing your very best to position and shift students in school. So this is going to be the library, and in the library we have a Tomekeeper. The Tomekeeper marches through the halls and returns books to where they go. If he happens to come across students on the way, he'll say, "Get out of the library." Something like that.
Okay.
I assume.
Do I have an invisibility cloak?
He'll grab you by the collar, you kind of do, and throw you out of the doorway. We are different factions, or different students, or cliques at the school. I'm the Munsters, which is the jocks and cheerleaders, the football kids, and you're the trolls.
I'm the theater troupe. Very dramatic.
You're the theater troupe. We have gotten our hands on the Tomekeeper's book return list. We know exactly where this giant buffoon is going to be walking, and there's a game that we play as students.
Okay.
You break into the library, use your school's powers, sets, and abilities, use your team's skill set to try to stay in the library for as long as possible. You lose points when you get kicked out, you win if you're able to remain longer than the other student factions. It's become a whole game, and I don't know why the school continues allowing it to happen.
What? The poor Tomekeeper, man.
He
seems like a great guy.
As far as I'm concerned, he's just doing his job.
Oh my gosh, poor dude.
So, for those of you that are curious, I know you've already seen a lot of content here. We will have a timestamp for you to skip to the gameplay, but Jan has never played before, and other than, well, what you just overheard, Jan knows nothing about this game.
Beyond that, like, all the graphics are beautiful.
So we're going to do our very best to do kind of a teach and play, and final thoughts at the very end. Your honest first impressions and take, because I've already given you mine. And I'm curious, because we've pumped him up a little bit. We'll see if it falls flat by the end of it. Odds are, it's usually how it works.
Yes, exactly.
So let's set those boxes off to the side, and I'm going to start trying to teach you how to play this.
Okay. Let's do it.
I should be half decent at this by now.
Okay.
The game's going to operate in two different phases, before lunch and after lunch. Before lunch, we're going to have 3 points of interest where the Tomekeeper is going to be trying to move. He's always going to take the shortest path possible to get from point 1 to 2 to 3.
Okay.
The interesting thing about this abstract game is we're going to be controlling every single element of this board. Over here on your player board, you can see these different brackets. These are going to indicate the actions that you're able to take when it comes to your turn. The top one is going to be simple movement. For both of us, that's going to be the same. That's controlling your own character. The second one is going to be how you manipulate other players' pieces. I have the ability to throw.
I can drag.
And you have the ability to drag, which we'll get into the specifics of those in just a bit. Next, we're going to have the ability to maneuver the physical pieces on the map. These are going to be how you shift the environment, the wall. He's always going to take the shortest path possible. Either pulling someone into his line where he's moving is a way to trap them, or just changing the nature of the puzzle itself, making him want to go in a different direction. And finally, you're going to have the opportunity to influence the Tomekeeper. Distract is going to be one of those things that's the same for both of us. That's going to be where you shout out in the library, he goes, turns around and starts walking in your direction. If there happens to be another student in the way as he walks in that direction, they're going to get caught.
Okay.
So that's the main thing. The other elements you're going to see down here is going to be your after lunch special action and your general faction special ability.
Okay.
Now, the reason after lunch is important is because before lunch, the Tomekeeper is going to be moving a total of 4 spaces after each one of our turns. When I finish, I move in 4 spaces. When you finish, you move in 4 spaces. That means the other player doesn't get a chance to react before the Tomekeeper starts to move. You got to plan a whole turn ahead based on where he's probably going to be in about 4 turns.
Okay.
After lunch, he slows down a little bit. He's only going to be moving 3 spaces. The game can end in 2 different ways. One of us driving endgame by hitting 10 points before the other, or the Tomekeeper has hit all 3 points both before lunch and after lunch, finishing the game immediately and resolving for whoever is currently in the lead.
Okay.
So you could try to distract him and lure him around to try to, gain points and capture things from your friend, or you could do your very best to drive endgame and win at 4 to 6 points.
Okay.
The way you score points in this game is going to be pretty straightforward. If your opponent is ever caught by the Tomekeeper, you're going to go up a single point. You're doing your very best to capture your friends. So that's the main structure of the game. Any main questions you have or overview questions?
No, I guess like the only thing I'm really curious about right now is just like how do I score points?
Yeah, I mean that's going to be literally only the only time you're going to score points is if your opponent gets taken off the board.
Okay.
Whenever the Tomekeeper captures them, there's no other way to score.
And how does the Tomekeeper, by going on their space?
Yep, by moving onto their space. So some other important things you should be aware of. These are rubble. They cost 2 to move across. These are going to be your own little tomes. They're books that have magical abilities, and they will just buff up your base minimum cost.
Okay.
So if you don't have any questions on the overview of the game, let's go ahead and start setting up our personal player boards. You'll see little dots here. You also have a handful of dice. You need to add each dot, where you have each dot, you should add one of your dice, and it should match the number directly above it.
Okay.
These are going to indicate your action slots. Now, the only one that's going to be a little funky here is going to be your move. Your move has 2 dice in there.
Because I can move 2 characters.
For you could move any number of characters. It's really just a balance because 6 or 5 isn't enough movement for the balance of the game. So you have a total of 3 movement. And when you buff this move, you'll buff 1 at a time.
Okay.
Up. So each one should match. Now, you'll also notice that starting down here at the very bottom, we both have nothing.
0.
You need a tome to start buffing that up. You'll also notice that this one here is offset from the bottom. After you've spent a die, even if it's up, it'll always slide to the lowest available slot. So after you've used this wall manipulation 1 time, you won't have it again unless you put a tome in there. Makes sense?
Okay, so you have to... Okay, yeah, I think I understand.
You've got to strategically buff. So let's go ahead and find out about our player boards and how we're going to operate. So starting at the top, move is very simple. You'll tick down your dice 1 at a time, and that moves you 1 space. Rubble is the only obstruction. It's going to cost you 2 to move across. You don't move diagonally. You only move ornithologically, and you cannot move across or through walls.
Okay.
Throw. For me, throw is going to allow me to pick someone up either directly behind me and throw them here, or I could pick up someone diagonal and throw them here.
Oh, wow.
So as long as I have a space of 3 slots available, I can manipulate you. I lift you over my head and I toss you.
And that that ignores the bookshelves?
It does not ignore bookshelves.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot throw you over bookshelves.
Okay.
But I can throw you around in a diagonal pattern like that.
Okay.
Because you got a little bit where you could slide through, and you imagine I'm lifting you over my head. Over here, Barrage. Barrage is going to be my door open ability. That's going to allow me to open it, or that's going to allow me to manipulate a bookshelf like it's a door. Swing it one way or another. And then finally, Distract is going to lure him in my direction. My special action, which will require me to remove a tome in order to take, is going to be Intimidate. Neighboring enemy moves 2 spaces towards the Tomekeeper. I scare you more than he does. And then my after lunch ability is going to be this little token here, Trap. Adjacent enemy, they cannot move the following turn. I get to lock someone down, just not allow them to go. So that's going to be my player board. Let's go ahead and start reading through yours. Your move action is going to be exactly the same as mine.
Yes, correct.
And then we'll come down to your drag.
So drag is going to be move an adjacent ally or enemy into a space that a troll mythic has just moved out of. So essentially, if I'm here, if I was here and my ally was there, I can move them with me.
Yep.
Okay. It states here that you cannot drag through bookshelves, you can drag onto cluttered spaces, and each space an enemy mythic is moved requires a drag action.
Yep.
Then I have Smash. So instead of opening things, I destroy them. All of them.
Yeah.
I don't like books, apparently. Remove a bookshelf from the board. The Smash bookshelf should be removed from the play area entirely.
Yep.
Then, this is kind of like a crazy one. So my special ability is Launch. Literally send anybody wherever I want.
Okay.
Kind of like, I think it's in a straight line. Move neighboring ally or enemy as far as you want in any one direction. You cannot launch through bookshelves. The launch move action ignores all bookshelves and clutter. And you cannot launch a mythic into the Tomekeeper space, unfortunately. But I can put it next to it.
Cool.
Probably. And finally, after lunch special, staging. Remember, I'm a theater troupe. So I'm able to place my book. Yep, anywhere I want. Obviously, I can't create limited, like, I can't do this. I can't lock out spaces completely. You cannot place a troll bookshelf on the outer edge. Trolls may, we can move freely through them.
Okay.
So it's like a little portal. And you can only move the troll bookshelf once per turn.
Yeah, so that's another important thing that your bookshelf actually taught us that I was going to mention to you. You can never swing a wall so that's on an outer edge. You can also never close off a region with the wall, so you can't trap the bookkeeper.
Okay.
Other than that, we're just going to come down to the general turn, and we have these nice little handy cards to give us a reference. So on your turn, you're going to over here. Where is it? It's on here. On your turn, you're going to spend your actions, so down to the point where you pass, slide everything down, go ahead and move the Tomekeeper. He's going to always move the shortest distance. If you catch anyone, they're going to gain a point. If the Tomekeeper catches you, it says lose a point. I'm going to follow that rule, but I believe the way I've been playing has been if you get captured, your opponent just gains a point.
Okay.
I think it's the same core concept. Cleanup phase. Slide used action dice down to the left. Add any tomes you've collected by stopping or passing through those locations. Boost your die, so you're always going to get 2 die boost at the end of your turn, which means I can knock this from 2 to 3, and I can knock this from 0 to 1. The only problem is there's no tomes there to keep it from sliding down at the end of my next action.
Okay.
And then finally, you're going to reset all of your action dice
to wherever they're located.
So they match the number above. Another important thing for you to note, these numbers do not go up kindly.
Okay.
They go up based on your faction. So your movement is 1, 2, 3, 4. My throw is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay. I can drag you up to 4 spaces, it seems.
Yeah, if you're able to buff it the whole way up there. Any last questions, or should we start?
So the tomes, am I able to move these however I want? Or is once a tome is placed, it's locked?
Once a tome is placed, it's locked in that location.
Okay, and so essentially every time that we go into the before lunch, we will be adding whatever tomes we don't have, that we haven't added to our board, and we can collect our tomes from here, from the board.
Yep.
Just by landing on the space, and that's it.
Yep.
Okay, okie dokie.
So, go ahead and roll one of your dice to determine first player.
Yay.
I got a 2.
I got a 4.
You can choose if you'd like to place first.
I will place first, please.
You're going to. I'm going to place first. Okay. So I believe that means I am placing first and acting first.
Yes. Is that okay? If that's how it works.
Because I place, then you place, and then we go.
So here's a question: Can you start right next to the Tomekeeper if you wanted to?
You certainly could.
You wouldn't want to do that, but you can.
You wouldn't want to do that.
And so the shortest. So what happens when I have multiple paths that the short Tomekeeper can take?
You get to decide.
Okay.
But only if they're even.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and start placing down. I cannot start on a zone with a tome already in it. Other than that, placement is completely freeform. After you despawn off the board, it'll be based on these little circles here.
I was going to ask what those meant.
So those are going to be your spawn points. So I'm going to pop in right here.
So what you're saying is that I should have gone first, so that I could take advantage of that?
Honestly, it's give and take. You get to set up your defenses, which means I'm going to be rushing for some tomes, but then the Tomekeeper is going to move and you're going to get to activate.
Okay.
So, let's see. And I'm going to pop in here. Let me double check that the first person to place is the first person to go. While you think about how you want to set up.
So I have to start already. It has to happen. And can I? You said I can start on a cluttered space. Can I start on one of the destinations that the Tomekeeper is taking?
You certainly can.
Oh my god. And then your thing was a freaking throw, so you would be able, so you wouldn't be able to throw me from there. Okay. Oh man, this is complicated.
The first team places each of their mythics on any space in the library not currently occupied by another mythic, the Tomekeeper or a tome. The second team places theirs in following the same rules. The first team then begins to play, and then the second team gets 1 tome per player to place on their faction board. So because you're going second, you'll get to buff yourself by 1 additional tome.
Right now,
Right
like at the
now.
beginning of the game. Okay.
I knew there was some reason I wanted to go first, or didn't want to go first.
I don't. Okay, so I don't understand the way to win this game yet. So I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes.
Here's the thing: you're learning right to start. After a turn,
it all clicks.
There's going to be a point in this video where you go, no, what? Yes.
I'm getting flashbacks of Siege.
Okay.
Thank God that doesn't have a timer, because that would be real bad.
So speaking of that,
oh god,
in the 4-player version, the one that we have some gameplay recorded of, there's a version called Blitz Mode, which is a one-off death match. If you get taken off, you're out, or you're working as a team of 2 people, and you have a timer for both of you to do all your actions. It's amazing.
Oh my god. Question here.
But should only be attempted by serious professionals.
Only from the back. I have to be on your back. It can't
Nope.
be to the side. Okay, so it basically any space adjacent to you.
Any space adjacent to me, I'm going to be able to pick you up and
Is
throw
this
you.
adjacent?
No.
Okay. That's importante.
That
Muy importante.
is called a wall jam.
I don't know how your powers work. I can throw people across the entire school.
You're a theater kid. You should know more about that.
Oh, and then if you do that, you'd be locked in. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. I don't know what I'm doing.
And go ahead and buff one of your stats. Now you could use it to lock off one that doesn't have anything right now, and go ahead and knock it up. There we are.
This is a pretty powerful thing to have on turn 1, right?
That is probably one of my favorite, that lower level activation to lure the Tomekeeper. It's one of my favorite mechanics.
Ay.
The thing that I appreciate about this game is just that you control every element of the puzzle.
Okay.
It's for me, it's such a sweet game. I am, by the way, delaying.
Have you been winning all the time?
We have a decent record against the designers of this game.
Okay, go ahead.
Turn it back around.
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to talk through my turns as I take them. I'm flipping this down by 1 to go ahead and move into this location and take a tome. Now the question is, am I going to be able to capture you? Because right now the Tomekeeper wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And can I change that to put you into an unfortunate situation?
I placed all my guys so you wouldn't be able to do your throw. For now. I didn't account for... Oh, shoot. I didn't account for you being able to move bookshelves.
I can move bookshelves.
You can.
I still don't know if that's going to be enough to get him to come to you, but it might not hurt. So let's try this. I'm going to knock this bookshelf with my power to open that up. I'm going to throw this gentleman here.
You can't.
Over to this location.
You can because he would bump against that thing, right?
No. I have a straight line of 3 here.
Is that how that works? Okay, I thought it was an arc.
You can move him if you'd like, because you did say you were setting up so I can't throw you.
Oh, this is just okay. So in a diagonal then?
I can do a diagonal, or I can do a...
It's just like if you're throwing me, I imagine he's going like, whoa! So like his body would punch.
It's more over my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
You can move if you'd like.
He's gonna move 4 spaces.
He's gonna move 4 spaces. So right now he would go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he wouldn't even reach you based off of where you are at the moment.
Oh no. Well, yeah, from here. But if you were to push me here,
he wouldn't reach you there yet either. I would like him to, but he wouldn't still.
And he's gonna be right there then. I guess.
And actually, I shouldn't even. You can move him if you'd like. I'm not actually gonna throw him. I'm gonna throw the one that you placed, knowing full well I could throw her.
Who, her?
Yeah. You knew I could throw her.
No, so again, I thought like if you threw her, she was gonna bump against this or bump against that, because I thought it was an arc. So now that I know it's a diagonal, so wait, so you're saying you can throw me like on top of him immediately?
No.
Okay.
I cannot place you on him, but I could lift her up and place her there. Did you not see that?
Oh, right, because it's over your head.
It's over my head.
So I'm only able to move this guy, so I'll leave that guy then and move her
I will
then.
let you reposition both of them if you hadn't realized that.
We're starting off great, everybody.
This is a teaching game. I told you all from the very beginning you've never played this before. I have a little bit of an advantage on you because I'm probably 10, 12 games deep.
A little of an advantage is, I think...
I like this game. You couldn't have... You could have gone there.
But I tried not to block you so that you could at least walk over to where you were trying to go.
Did I start there or did I start here?
There.
There, okay.
Yeah.
This wall, by the way, was here.
Was there, yes. And I wouldn't have placed there because he would have gone there. I don't know what to do. It's so confusing.
Losing a character first round is not uncommon, by the way.
I don't want to lose anyone. Maybe there. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
So that is where you want to lock in?
No, but it's what I'm doing, I guess.
I'm still going to have used this knock ability to open that door up. I'm using my...
Move, I'm assuming?
You've put me in a real bad position now. Because I'd love to be able to capture you, but it might just be that not capturing you... Because I could still move here.
Yes.
And...
You just have to move 2 spaces. Oh, no, you can't grab those stones right now. Like, you cannot... Like, you could grab these and then in there.
Yeah, but you'd get me the very next turn.
Yes, I would. Okay, this is cool. I'm starting to get it.
So I'm going to go 1 here to pick that tome up.
So 1 there.
So I should have 2 tomes so far.
Okay, and then this ticks like that?
It ticks down 1, yeah. Okay. And I'm going to move 1 space back here, which will be all of my movement. That's going to resolve my activations. I'm going to go ahead and move the Tomekeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, because of the clutter. Okay, so he also is affected by clutter.
All of these are going to go ahead and slide down. Now, I could have done this special power to move you 2 spaces in the Tomekeeper's direction. But if I'd done that, I would have given you a book. And so I'm not triggering that yet. Because I would have moved you right onto that. And then I would have been in trouble. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a buff to my movement. And I'm going to go ahead and buff up my ability to lure the Tomekeeper. So those are going to be my 2 books that I lock in. I am done. I'm passing my turn. The final thing I do is I get to do a extra buff. So I'm going to do a additional movement. No, I'm going to do a wall throw and an additional movement. Okay.
Oh, guys, I think I figured out something.
What'd you find out?
Oh no, I only have a single one of those. Darn.
Okay, right now the Tomekeeper's trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, no, I can do it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Troll Smash!
Breaking down a wall.
Okay, so does this go into my supply or into my trolls?
It just goes into your supply.
And supply, okay.
Yeah. This is really powerful, and normally you'd use this to catch someone, but you have to recharge it. So what's your ability say?
Move neighboring ally as far as you want in any one direction, including on top of of books. Yep. So you cannot launch through bookshelves. That's why I took it out. But I can launch move actions and ignores all bookshelves and clutter.
Wow.
Yay!
Okay, good for you.
Okay.
That is how you should use one of those super-powered abilities.
Yes. Okay, then I'm going to do 1 here. Oh, so this lets me move him 1 space.
He will come in the direction of the person yelling at him.
So he would go in that direction.
So you couldn't move him here, for instance. You'd have to have someone to call him.
I wonder if I can... So if I were to do... I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Then I'm doing.
Clutter.
Oh no, you're
so
right.
Close.
I was gonna drag you in his direction, and then be like, "Hey!"
It would have been great. It would have been a great action.
It would have been great.
You're seeing how this puzzle works, though.
Can I step on areas that you are at?
You can pass through them. You cannot end on them.
Okay. Oh, yes, I am enjoying this thus far, very much so. Okay, so
I told you the first round you'd be like, it'd start to click.
Yes, I'm gonna do 1 and then 2 so that I can do bleep bloop.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
and grab both of those books, and I still have a... Do I have to use all my actions, or can I accumulate them? It just stays like that?
If you use any of them from a row, they'll slide down.
Oh, if not, they just stay where they are.
If not, they'll stay exactly where they are.
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, I could do a drag and move myself as well. So what's going to happen? So he's going to come... What happens when he catches you? Do you teleport somewhere?
I come off the board, and then
go
on the start
there.
of my turn, I will respawn.
But that's not going to be the card that you're going to respawn with, right? It's going to be the next one.
That is the card that I will respawn with.
Oh, do we not go through all these cards?
Nope.
This is the permanent setup.
They add asymmetric puzzles.
So interesting. So that means... Okay, I think that could work. So I'm going to go ahead and do a... Because this is going to reset anyway back to 1. So it makes no sense to not try and do something with it, right?
So the issue is you don't get to move when you do the drag action.
I think I do.
It has to be out of spaces that you just moved out of.
Move neighboring ally enemy as far as you want in any one direction. No, that's launch. You can, move an adjacent ally or enemy into a space that a troll mythic has just moved out of.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a separate thing?
You have to be moving. You basically grab them, and then you take your move action to bring them with you.
So here's my question. Do I get to do that as many times as I want, or do I only move them a single space based on that action?
You only move them a single space based on that action.
So I would need to accumulate in order to drag somebody 4 spaces away.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so no, yes, I'm going to keep my move just how it is.
You were here, you could have dragged him to basically trade spots with me. Because you're moving out of this space.
Oh.
So you could have just basically, and then you would have had 1 movement left.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I kind of... So you're going to spawn over there. You can do your thing over there. I'm going to go ahead and move her. Oh, no. Oh, you sneaky boy. I see what you could have done. I'm not going to let you do that thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'd love to know what I could have done.
If I were to have moved her here, as soon as you respawn, you could have gone here and done your thing to put her here, and he would have walked straight for me.
Right now, I'd have to break the wall down, but sure.
I think you could potentially do all those things.
Maybe. I mean, I wasn't trying to be sneaky when I told you could do that.
I'm going to keep... I don't know what to do. I'm gonna move him here. Yes, there. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna move him there. That's it. Okay, so everything would push down.
Go ahead and move the Tomekeeper 4 spaces.
He's gonna enjoy this. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, take the 1 off the board.
Bye.
Knock your score up by 1. And go ahead and reset your board. So you'll be able to add your 2 tomes.
So I'm definitely going to add a tome here. And I'm going to add a tome here.
Okay. Go ahead and boost 2 of your dice.
Okay, so... Oh, that's true.
A dice 2 times.
That's a spicy meatball right there. I'm going to do 1... and then 2.
Okay. And go ahead and match the above numbers. And I'll go ahead and figure out how I want to spawn onto this board.
Fascinating. So I cannot do launch anymore, or can I assign one of my tomes that I get here to my launch?
You can assign one of your tomes to that spot.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a bit painful to do, but you certainly can.
I'm going to do that. So this is going to be at a 2. Nice.
He wants to get here.
He does want to go there.
I also would, I'd love for him to go there. Perfectly fine with me. I'm going to spawn in here.
Yep, it would be there.
Okay, so let's try this. 1 down. Drops that. 2, 3. Bookshelf open. So that's my 1.
And you can swing it against me?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just repositioning. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
2 to back up. So he's definitely going to step on you. I have 4 movement left.
Well, he would have done so anyways. I should have then moved one backwards. When does after lunch happen?
After he's hit all 3 points of interest.
Oh, okay. Why are you so mean, Jesse?
So, I'm trying to figure this out now. Do I just go for tomes and let it rest? Let our score be tied for now? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to end here. And I could be pretty far away from any significant points of interest.
I did not expect this to be an abstract.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yes. I was not expecting this to be an abstract. Quite a fascinating one. Oh! After lunch special. Once per turn, place troll bookshelf anywhere in the library.
After lunch, my friend.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Sadly, I'm not in position to get both of my additional tomes, which is actually really disappointing. If I had one additional movement, I could have done it.
Well, you could not do this.
Here. I think doing that is worthwhile. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, you do have a bunch of movement.
I do. I buffed that. I have 1 throw left. I was next to you there. I could have thrown you. Does it even make sense to do that? Kind of gets you closer to me, which is sort of not what I want.
Getting closer to me is pretty dangerous for you. Gotta say.
Okay, and I'm going to lure him 1 in this direction.
Okay, I understand why.
Do you?
Yeah, so that he doesn't get to that location right now.
Okay, I'm moving the Tomekeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and knock me up by 1, please. No. He's still trying to get to number 2 here. I'm going to go ahead and slot my 1 additional book, which is going to pop in right down here with the ability to lure. And I'm going to go ahead and do my double boost, which is going to leave my bookshelf at 1, that at 1. These are both going to be 2 and 3. I'm reset. It's your turn to go. Start by spawning onto the board.
So here's the question. Can I realistically...
Probably not.
Just, take you out?
All of me?
I want to take out 2 people.
Okay.
2 people. At the very minimum, I want to take out 2 people, but I have no idea how to do that. Because I have, let's see, I have a drag of 2. I can only drag you up to 2 spaces, unfortunately. So I could do... And then end there. That would also be my... I need to get my tomes too. Keeping all the tomes, and I'm assuming these 4 tomes come back into the
You'll have
after
3
lunch.
Spawn onto the board for after lunch. Yeah.
Only 3.
Only 3 after lunch. Why do you have 1 back in your special action location?
Because I placed it there. Instead of getting the boost that I got from drag, I just boosted to die because I had placed 1 on drag and decided no.
Oh, and you got a bonus 1 at the very start of the game. Okay.
So I think what I'm gonna do, and although I'm not super happy about it, is that I'm going to smash. So smash 0 here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do my launch.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the launch there. Then let's see, who do I? Oh, because now you're gonna be primed to. Well, no, you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna spawn back on.
Gonna spawn back on, and then having the adjacency thing is gonna be pretty important. So knowing where these guys are gonna go, because then he's gonna be here. He's gonna move 1, 2, 3. Does he move? Continue moving? So he would end his turn here. Can you go here with a single movement, or do you have to spend 2 to go there?
He'll have 2 movement left to go there.
1, 2, and 3, 4, and then ends right there. Okay, got it. So now I'm deciding how I want to move my guys, because that's going to be pretty pivotal in the next few things. And so you're going to be spawning either here, What if all the spawn sections are filled?
Then I can spawn where I'd like.
No, that's worse.
It's very hard to have all the spawn sections filled, though. And if you're standing in one, I can't spawn there.
So I'm just trying to look. So actually, just taking out all the books would hamper you by a lot. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna have my guy. I'm gonna start moving my guys a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would end right there. And he's gonna move 1, 2 to get out of it. Is it just one?
Just one to get out.
So I can't grab that book at all then?
Probably not the best idea.
Darn, that sucks. And then you're gonna, if I go here, you're gonna throw me right there. I don't like it at all. Darn it. Okay. So where are you gonna be spawning, little chicken? Don't, because then you could do that and then move me over there. So I would probably want to be far away from a spawn so that you can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. So that's gonna be at 0. 1, 2, 3 like that. Then I'm gonna do a move of 1. And then that would force you, but if you spawn here, you would be able to send me there, which you would then... How many of your book things do you have? You only have a single book. Okay, so you couldn't shift this 2 times so that he comes to me. So I think I'm gonna move right there, which means you would put me here. And if you don't have, we'll go here, then there, then there, there. And there's no way that you can get this guy.
Same distance, both directions. I get to choose.
No, because then...
It's not shorter.
What do you mean?
Going here or going here, neither one is shorter.
I don't understand what you mean. What are we talking about, the books?
Tomekeeper here.
Uh-huh.
He could go here or here. Neither direction is shorter to where he needs to go.
So he can... Okay, so he can walk any of those directions.
When it's a decision of equal, I get to decide.
Oh, that's a problem.
Now, the same thing would be true if it was a decision of equal for you. You'd get to avoid yourself.
Mm-hmm. Actually, here's a problem. Okay, wait. Oh my god, all of them are problems! I'm in a real bad place. Oh no.
Protecting everyone is not the name of the game. Just not falling behind is the name of the game.
Okay. So, how about if I were to do... No, I don't know what to do!
I'd love it if you just stayed right where you are.
I see all your stupid little throw moves, and they're so annoying. All the throws.
Well, someone's been opening up the floor space.
Yeah, I have been opening up the floor space, you're right. Because if I do that, you'll send me there.
I'm catching someone.
Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I think that should help him out. Because then, yeah. So I'll do 1, 2, 3 there. Darn. Oh, I could potentially... I guess I could potentially do that. Like, if I were... He was here, right? Mm-hmm. No, okay. Yeah, I'll do 1, 2, 3 there. Fine. And I'll just... I'll do that for my last one. And I haven't been using my drag... I forgot that I can distract. Oh, well. I feel I'm playing so bad. I'm done, so now I get to reset everything. Oh, so he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. This dies.
Knock your point up by 1.
1 up. Then I get to... If I had tomes, I didn't collect any tomes, unfortunately. They're all too far away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to boost this guy. 1... So he would still be at 1. Darn, that's unfortunate. So do I want to do 2 smashes or... So this is going to come back all the way down. So I'm going to do 1, 2... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 4 here. No, 3 there and 4. Yep, okay, your turn. Just going to reset everything.
Why is your second number at 2? Is that accurate?
Because I didn't use it.
Okay.
I had boosted it before.
Gotcha. Okay, I am respawning, and I'm going to spawn in right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about convenient throw actions. So I'm going to toss you over the edge, and then going to move 1 up.
No! No way. You don't have 2 throws, though.
I'm not actually moving 1 up. I'm moving... No, I need to move 1 up. Yeah, I'll move 1 up, and I'll trigger my super ability, which is going to push you 2 directions in the direction of the Tomekeeper.
What? No!
Yeah. Neighboring enemy moves 2 spaces towards the
And it can go
Tomekeeper.
through you?
Yep, you can always pass through, you just can't land on.
Oh, why did I should have left him there.
You know, strategically as well, is there a way that I could get...
All 3? No.
I'd love to be able to, though. I have a lure of 2.
Wow, that sucks.
I have a lure of 2. Do I have the movement that I need?
I have a bunch of movement. I have 4.
If I'd moved 1, 2, could knock that. Let's try this. Let's reset him for the moment. I was here. Through you. 1, 2. Knock the door open. So I've moved 2. I have 3 movement left, which would get me adjacent. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. Doing the move that I just tried to do on you. The problem is, he won't get you.
Does he make it to 3? Oh, he's going to stop here, right?
Oh, I got it. I got it. I'm going to... No, I still don't have it. Oh, that's so frustrating.
How many moves have you done? You've done 1, 2...
Yeah, I'm down to 0 moves.
Okay.
That's so frustrating. I can lure him twice. Question is positioning. Man, I could have almost got all 3 of your people.
Oh, it's a tricky little puzzle. It's a tricky little puzzle. It's a very, very tricky puzzle. Didn't the game end when he reached the 3rd... When was the game end?
Triggers after lunch.
After lunch?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to work my way back a tiny bit because that... I thought I could get him. Couldn't. Nope, he's still going to be there. I haven't done my wall smash. I have done my throw. And I should have 3 movement left. That's so sad, though.
That's sad? Ugh.
So sad.
Oh, the drag is so difficult.
Move 1 down to grab this. 2 move left. I don't know where he's going to go after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll stop right there, and it'll trigger on your turn, which is actually not bad because you don't quite know where he's going to go either. I'm going to do a wall smash here to open that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Equal. He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm so close to getting all 3 of your people.
How?
I want it so bad. Alright, I'm going to do this, though, because it'll still give me 2. Lure of 2. 1, 2. To capture him. Because the shortest distance to there is equal both ways.
Do you include the rubble, the clutter?
Yep.
You do? Like you count it as an additional space?
And then, sadly, I am going to move my last 2 spaces and call that a turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Please give me 2 additional points. I will go ahead and knock this in. I've got to do it there. And go ahead and use my boost ability to knock that to a 4. I'll leave that at a 2. That'll be the end of my turn. One ahead of you. I've pulled only one ahead. It's not actually that...
Only one. Only one.
You'd be surprised.
I wish that there was a way that I could remove clutter. Clutter is so annoying. Because I cannot displace the books. I really want my bookshelf. Why do I have one over here? I know I can take one of your guys already.
Can you?
Yeah.
Don't.
Smash, and then move 2 on top of the clutter, and then move out of the clutter. So he's gonna whoop, land right on top of you. What I'm trying to figure out, if there's any way that I can just make you die now. Like, I want to get 2 people. I don't see a way of getting 2 people, though, because the spawn points are going to be here and here, and then here, because he's already there. So obviously, I'm going to spawn one of my guys here.
And this corner right there.
Oh, I can spawn on top of the clutter. Interesting. Oh, and here, too. Okay, you're already on top of that one. Yeah, so I could spawn there, too. Interesting. So what happens when he reaches that spot? We immediately flip that card, and does he continue his movement, or he stops his movement at 3?
Immediately flip, and you're resolving him going to the next objective.
And does everything shift?
Only thing that shifts is going to be where he wants to go.
Oh, really? Okay. So all the bookcases stay exactly where they are.
Board stays the same.
And moving out of that does not cost 2 spaces, only costs 1.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, 4 total. Man, I wish I could. Okay. So we're smashing. There. So then I could do 1, 2, 3. So I would grab this book for me, and I'd be dragging you 2 spaces, 1 and 2, 2 times, drag. Then I'm going to go ahead and for my last movement, I'm going to move 1 more space here to grab that one.
Okay.
And this is all at 0.
Good job getting your last 2 tomes. It's a big deal, too.
Just in time, right? Because they would have disappeared. Then... Oh, I forgot that I could... Oh, I don't need to do the double drag. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a single drag there, and then I'm going to do another drag here, and then I'm going to call him.
Okay.
Right, just like that.
So you're hoping...
Yes.
You won't be able to catch me, though, because he still has to go over that rubble again. But okay.
Yes, I think that probably... I wonder if there was a way that I could have shifted things around so that I could just take it. But anyways, so that's going to be it. We're now tied.
Tomekeeper.
1, 2, 3.
Now, after lunch is spawning, so the only thing that's going to be important is...
Oh my gosh.
These are going to be placed down.
Oh, dude, it worked out exactly, but we're both effed.
So, doo-doo. This is right where the Tomekeeper is, isn't it? There.
Yes.
And this... You're, on the start of your turn, going to be able to pick that one up, which is really frustrating.
Oh, nice.
And these...
And there's also one... Oh, there's also one right here.
You know, it's
oh, no. Okay, yeah.
This one...
It's only 3?
This one... And this one. So he's now trying to get there. He doesn't have enough movement to actually back out of that area.
What do you mean? Didn't you say he immediately moves 3?
No. He immediately... He uses the rest of his movement.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. And it's on to my turn, so go ahead and reset your board. Make sure you give yourself the appropriate boosts and lock in those tomes where they go while I start figuring out the puzzle. I would really appreciate you not being in my way. But sadly, it seems you insist on being so. So I think it makes sense. Movement of 2 down to pick up this tome. Could go for another tome play right away. 1, 2, 3, 4. He won't catch you though if I do that. Could lure him 2. 1, 2. 1, Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3. Picking up a tome. Bounding over your head. I'm going to do a lure of 2. So he's going to come out.
1, 2.
2.
1, 2.
No. So when you're luring, when you're pulling, rubble doesn't matter.
Okay.
Got 1 movement left. It'd be a good idea for me to get out of the way a little bit more here, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3. Still not enough to get both your people, sadly.
You are getting 1, though, which is unfortunate. So the spawns have now changed to the following. Okay.
Oh, I could do a wall break. Anything I could do. I can do anything better than you. Alright, last movement. I'm just going to back up over here. That's it. I'm locked in. Moving the Tomekeeper. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
I get 1 point for that. That number 1 comes off the board there. And I'm going to go ahead and set in some tomes.
Don't forget your after lunch special, which you can't activate right now.
After lunch special.
And you never summoned your
Trap
main
an
dude.
adjacent enemy. They cannot move the following
And you
turn.
never summoned your main dude. Like your big guy.
And I never put another guy down on the board?
Oh, yes. And you... Is it at the end?
It's any time.
Oh.
I was adjacent to you there. I didn't even realize I hadn't summoned my big guy in, too. I'm not going to use his actions. I'm just going to place him on the board. But if I had summoned him, I probably would have stuck him somewhere like that. So that'll work for me. 3, 4 here. I'm going to get my special back. Leave that there. Boost that up by 1. Boost this up to... Do I even want that? I kind of want this. Alright. That's all my stuff.
Okay, so immediately picking this up. Placing book.
Oh, no, you.
Summoning. Here.
Oh, you grump.
I'm doing 2 movement to get on top of this. 2 movement, and then I'm doing a single move to move outwards, and then this would happen because I'm activating my drag.
Yep. Good job. That's funny.
Then I could just smash that. Your silly little guy. I only have 2 movement left. Darn. Darn. That's unfortunate. I'll be doing a single smash so that I can get this out. And then doing 1 more move. So I can do this. Grab that. And then, so he's going to do 1, 2, 3. And then end right there. And then for my little gal, where do I go? Where do we move you? Because we can't move you. We can't smash through that. Oh. We don't need to worry about that, though. I wish you didn't stop him. Where was he? He was here,
yes.
Right? He was there. I could... Where are the spawns? Right here. So... You were right there, and then he would move upwards. No, there would still be no way for me... No, there's no way for me to do all the things I wanted to do. I'm gonna go ahead, so he's gonna die, and he's gonna be able to spawn right here. So you're probably gonna move here, grab this guy, throw him on top of the friggin' thing. Oh, that sucks. Darn. Uh-oh. I just gave you 2 points for next turn.
Probably.
Yeah, totally, dude.
One of them I already had. You just delayed one of them.
Yeah, because now I'm basically in the in the attack vicinity there to just get completely destroyed. And I don't want him to leave because then you won't die. I'm thinking maybe what I want to do is not focus on him. Delay that one as much as I can, and then maybe summon her somewhere else. So I have this at 2 and this at 3. Summon her somewhere else and get to do some other crazy shenanigans. So she can summon right here. Okay. Okay, so she can summon right there. So I might not even need my bookcase right now. We'll see. I'm going to take out the bookcase, and so this is what I'm going to do. Smash stays the same. 1 movement to go there, so I still have 4 movement. I'm going to do 1, and then 2 to drag you out. And then I'm going to do a call of 2. 1, 2. It gets you there. Oh! I know what to do. So right when I was here, before I moved, I'm going to activate my launch and send you over there. Where was he? He was here, right? Ah, it wouldn't work, would it? Because then, he'd be here, so he'd be 1, 2, and he had to go this way. Also, he's going to eat me if I don't place this. Okay.
It just depends.
There we go. Now, that's it. That's it. Bup. Bup. Yep. There. Ah, beautiful.
Why are you throwing me over there?
I'm using my launch.
Why are you throwing me there?
Because he's going to do... Oh, because this is the fastest... No. It's... Oh, no. Yeah, this would be now the fastest route.
First off...
Yeah, that's going to be the fastest route.
It was set up like this.
Yeah, that's when I dragged you. So you were here, so okay. I would move 1, then 2,
so why don't
drag of 1.
So why don't you move 1, throw...
Oh, and then drag.
Do you have your special power again?
Yeah.
Okay, and then drag.
Yep, that's exactly. Yeah,
him.
Okay. Thank you for playing my... Darn it. I wish I had your ability. Your ability is really cool. So yes, I'm going to do exactly that. So 2 people out. What? Oh, yes. Just 1, 2. And then now this is going to be the shortest route.
It is.
No matter what. So I don't even really need to put my book down. So I can put my book down anywhere else. So he's going to go in. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's going to end it. Then you have total space of maybe moving over here and then sending me over there. And you can't send me through books. So let's go ahead and place it there for now. Yeah.
Can you place it there? Is it anywhere?
Once return, place anywhere in the library. Okay, and that's gonna be it, Mickey.
Move the Tomekeeper.
So 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Man.
Thank you for that. I knew I had the puzzle somewhere.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure it out. I think it's time. Yeah. Yes.
You got me in an unfortunate situation, my friend.
There. Remember that.
Okay. How do I capture all of your people? That's the question we're all asking.
Are they? Are we? Is everyone asking that question?
There's a lot of people asking that question.
A lot of people?
So many.
I'm imagining that someone's like, oh my god, can someone do it? Can someone get all 3?
Has to be a way. 7 people have asked that question.
7 people.
Last I counted.
Active. We now have future forecasting for comments.
They all said, hey, how do you capture all of his people?
Oh, let me show you.
Let me show you how you capture 1.
So this is reset, right?
Yeah. Let me show you how you capture 1 at least. So I'm going to move here. I'm going to throw you over top of me.
Right.
And I'm going to call 1. I'm just going to pull him.
Oh, so he doesn't even make it there. Well done. Okay, so that's 1.
From there, I think it's going to be real hard to get anyone else. But I can still keep trying. 1, 2, 3, Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2. So this down to 0. Pop. I only have 1 wall pop. No! Yeah, sure. Pop this wall open. Step back 1. Dropping this to 4. And alluring him my last 2.
No, dude. Library's there. You would just bring him in there.
Luring him to him.
Huh.
Lure goes to the person who's calling. I have used my wall smash. I have 4 movement left. He's going to end here right now. I think we just 1, 2. Gotta get out of here a little bit. Make it so it's hard for you to get me. And I'm gonna step up on the rebel right there. Alright, that's gonna be... Ooh. Could I have 1, 2? He's not gonna step on you. It's not worth using if he's not gonna step on you. That's what my papa always said. Alright, that's it. That's gonna be my turn. Reset to a neutral point. I'm gonna leave this buffed up here. You can go ahead and let's move the Tomekeeper. 1, 2, 3. Still trying to get to that point. I'll leave that buffed, those 2 buffed. This is at 1, that's at 1. I was never adjacent to you, so I don't get to play down a trap token, sadly. Your turn. Spawn.
So I'm trying to figure out. So spawns are in right now this, and that. So you're blocking 2. So I only have access to 3 spawn locations. Which is probably what you were planning all along. Wish I could spawn here.
You can't though, sadly. What else do you wish?
So many things.
Puppies, dreams, kittens. I can't
winning this game, I think, is probably the #1 wish right now.
Probably can't have that either.
Yeah, it's not really, looking great.
It's really unfortunate.
It's not looking that good. How much drag do I have? I have a drag of 2. He's currently closest there. So remember, I can spawn this one wherever I want now. So how much? 5? Oh, can I? I won't be able to do it because I don't have enough drag. Oh, I hate the drag.
What'd you do with that door, by the way? Why is this door randomly there?
Oh, this you shifted it there. In the last thing.
Did I?
You.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, what was weird is you removed your door. I was like, something's changed on the board.
Okay, it's all about like that movement. As far as you want in any one. Okay, there it is. Yep. Okay, there it is. Yep. Okay. So 1 smash. Okay. Then I'm going to do launch. There.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Dragging you there, so a drag of 1. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do a distract of 1. And so I did how many movements? I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a single movement left. I'm gonna go ahead and move her then right here. And that's going to be that for her. So that's 0 on that. I still have a 1 here. So that'll push down all the way to the bottom. Yep. That's it. And so he moves 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Good move.
1, 2.
Brutal, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and that number 2 is being removed. He's going for number 3, and that's endgame. Okay. Go ahead and reset.
Before I do I want to move her?
You already moved the Tomekeeper.
You're right. You're 100% right. Okay. So reset. I'm going to be able to boost, so this moves to the bottom.
That's sort of the one hard and fast rule is once the Tomekeeper's moved,
You're locked down, baby.
It's sort of chess rules on that. I sort of want to make a video titled, Is Mythic Mischief better than chess?
Jesse.
What?
Chess is a classic game. What are you talking about?
Be an interesting video.
Remember, I haven't placed this yet.
Sounds like a title worth talking about then. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna throw you to start. Seems to make sense. I don't know why, but you're closer, and I'm like, yeah, it'll work.
Well, no, that would work very well.
It'll work. Birtle-do, birtle-dee. I don't like your guy standing there in my doorway. So I'm gonna move. Oh. SpaghettiOs. Yeah, we're gonna use my special ability. Neighboring enemy, neighboring. I've got to be adjacent to you. How do I get adjacent to you? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot of movement for one very cool action. Hey, have you heard the Tomekeeper has candy? Ooh, candy? Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, you trolls are idiots.
All right, I placed it there.
Candy? Oh, I love candy.
And you take like the big bellied guy too.
I know.
So stereotypical, Jesse.
I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna move 1 up. I'm gonna knock this wall open. I've got 3 movement left. I can lure him 3 spaces. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, and there. I'm gonna go ahead and lure him 1, 2. I can't get him to go there though. Okay. That's it. That's all my turn. I did get an additional tome, which I'm going to go ahead and slot in just in case it lasts that long. 1, 2, 3.
No, this is what? Why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 2 for me. 1 point ahead of you. And the game ends when he hits 3. So if you're able to score 2 of mine. Oh, and one thing I almost forgot to do.
Oh, come on. Oh no, that would force him to go.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything anymore. I think that's it. I think you might win.
I certainly hope so, because it would be embarrassing after 12 games.
What happens with a draw?
With a tie? I've never had a tie, so we would have to check. Game end. If the game is tied after the Tomekeeper completes the after lunch card, the team with the least amount of tomes wins.
Least amount of tomes?
Because these are extra abilities.
What if I use them for my thing?
You have the least amount.
No, because they went over here.
You currently have the least amount.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay. So I think that'll be it then. That's how I'll win. Because I have the least. Okay.
Actually, I think we're tied on tomes because you got the 1 from the very beginning as well.
Well, it's only what's on my board because I've been spending them on launches. So I only have 4. You have 5. You have 6 right now. So yeah.
If both have equal tomes, the next game is the winner. The next game is winner takes all.
No, but you have 6. Gotcha. I have 4.
Okay.
If these are actually taken out of your board, right? Because, they don't go anywhere else. Like, for example, you have 1 out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I still think if you're able to tie it, I think you've won it because you have 1 left on the board here and you have less on your actual actions.
Yeah, so all I need to do is just move enough and drag you enough. So I summon here, and he has to finish this turn. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna win.
You could delay it a whole other turn.
Oh no,
just
I'm
by
not.
pulling him away from 3.
Oh no, I don't need to delay it. I want him to finish now. So I'll go ahead and do, oh no. I guess I would have to. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a, oh no, I can't finish it right now. Darn, okay, wait a minute. I have, how many drags do I have? Darn it! I should have boosted. I should have boosted differently.
You've got 2 lure on him as well, though, so you could drag and lure him,
yes.
but it wouldn't end the game.
But I need him to be 3 away from that.
It would put the ball in my court.
Exactly, and I can't have balls in your court ever. That's a big no-no. Oh. So this is another summoning spot here. And that's another one. Then I have one. I could summon even in front of him. Oh no!
Sounds like I'm gonna get the ball.
Oh no, there it is. Yeah, okay, got it. So,
what do you think you just figured out?
Yeah. So let's see. If I summon here, I have a total of 5 movements. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shoot. So if I summon here, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep, that's it. Okay, perfect. So summoning here, I'm going to do 1 movement, 2 movement, 3, 4, 5, dragging you 2 spaces.
No, I don't want any. Please leave me alone, little girl.
I'll move now here instead. So I'll drag you, and then we swap places. I don't want to go there. And then I'll do a call of 2. 1, 2.
Ooh, the Tomekeeper's hands are cold.
There. And then
you just end it. You just say it's over.
1, 2, 3.
You don't have to throw it.
Yes! I did it! I figured it out! Darn, that was difficult. Yeah, I loved it. This is amazing.
First impressions, final thoughts. First game. Now, everyone just saw on camera. You learn the game and play the game and be probably the best player, since Swiss cheese.
Hopefully, people will tell me how I played wrong, but it feels good right now, so you can't take that away.
What do you think? So if I was going to tell you, Jan, that this game plays equally as good solo, 2-player, 3-player, and 4-player, because they have designed it at each one of those player counts to be balanced. If I was going to add on, every character faction is asymmetric, and they have a whole little collection of different powers and abilities to play as. What would you say?
You know what my favorite abstract is, right?
I believe your favorite abstract is checkers.
No.
Oh.
It is a fantastic abstract, but no. Santorini.
Okay.
This is kind of like right there.
Feels similar.
No. I mean,
you mean in like, oh my gosh, this is like scratching the itch Santorini does.
Not even, no. It's more in the sense of...
So we should do a video, is Mythic Mischief better than Santorini?
No.
I like the thought
First of all, they're
process.
very different. Actually, no, you know what? They do kind of, yes, you're right. Santorini does have a little bit of a feeling to... That's why I like it so much.
Because you're manipulating elements of the board.
And you also have asymmetrical powers. Yes, okay.
It's got the echo.
This is right here with... So what I was going for initially
so you're
was
saying
just
this
saying...
is right now potentially competing with your favorite abstract
Yes,
of all
exactly.
time.
Yes. It is... I loved it. I genuinely loved it. It's amazing. I want all of it.
How mind-blowing is it that you, me, and Alex...
I've never... I don't think we've ever had a single game.
This might be the first clean sweep for all of
us. Yes. 100... Like, me saying that it's similar to Santorini in that sense, it puts it, like... I don't know if I even rate Santorini a 5 out of 5, but it is one of my favorite abstracts. This is probably going to become one of my favorite abstracts. This was absolutely amazing. The combination between graphic design, thematics, being able to shift the elements of the board and have a constant sentry moving across, kind of lurking, trying to get you. It really evokes all of the collateral and the materials that they've been posting online in a really fascinating and fun way. And that's another thing about that I'm enjoying about this one. It's that it's light enough so that anybody can pick it up. However, because of the way that this puzzle is constantly shifting, and the idea that you're shifting the bookshelves, maybe another player is sliding the bookshelves, all of that just completely creates an interactive rat race or a rat maze that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I like that our level of understanding of board games plus your 8-year-old example.
I played it competitively with an 8-year-old.
You would
a smart 8-year-old.
Okay, because you would run away with that for somebody. But either way, 2 8-year-olds can sit down and play this easily. Like, will they be competitive? I don't know, but they can definitely do so. I am absolutely in love with the character design. Yeah. I enjoy the little bits of lore for each character. Like the trolls have a little bit of a script. Each character has a small description of it.
The minis right now are a bit simple, by the way. They're doing full custom bases on each one as well.
Wow,
oh, dude,
these are already pretty enough.
Beautiful.
Out of every single Ivy Studio games I've played in the past, this is like way out of like.
This is their best one yet.
It makes sense why they have just celebrated this across all their platforms. Yeah. And I'm trying to think for the people that are looking for the mechanical elements of this, that might be interested, or I don't know. It's really, I feel that some of the best abstracts are the ones that are the simplest in the way that they play, but the execution and the thought processes behind how to approach it is the complex thing. And this achieves that in a way that's fun, cartoony, dynamic, and constantly shifting, literally.
Yep.
I love it. I do. I genuinely love it. I want all of it. I want all of it, yeah. Darn, you were right. You got it. You did it.
I'm so thrilled because we don't typically match up across the board and everything, but I think it has the theme and asymmetry and messiness that I love. It has the powers and abilities that Alex loves. And for you, abstracts have always been your sweet spot. It's like your gem.
Yeah, dude, comparing this to Santorini it's huge. Like I would have, if you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have made the comparison, but you're right. This compared to TAC.
A little bit.
No. I mean, between those two.
Oh, competing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does each lie?
This is probably my favorite abstract at the moment.
Because TAC was your top
I like
favorite
TAC.
abstract.
I like TAC quite a lot. I like Santorini quite a lot. I like abstracts quite a lot. Very few abstracts, though, cross a 5 out of 5 for me, and this one just comfortably is. It's so good.
The only element that I would say about this is, like, for example, Santorini, you can punch out a game of this of that like in 20 minutes. This has analysis paralysis.
This is a little longer and has a lot more analysis paralysis.
Yep.
By far, because there's so many different actions you can take, and it's funny because normally small box games, what I ask for is more messiness, more complexity. I didn't in this one. I don't need more. It is exactly where it needs to be. I want more factions to play with. I want different aesthetics. Like, take me to the hedgerow. Take me to a dungeon. Like, all of that. But right now where this is, and imagine Harry Potter signing an IP for this.
I could totally see
where the spells and abilities are that's because that's what it is. It is this whole world.
The invisibility cloak.
Yes, it's this whole world of it's this IP galore. Any mythical school could rest into this, nestle its bosom into this game and the framework of it, and it would just glow.
But seriously, poor Tomekeeper, man. He's become the meme of the school. They're all teasing him. I hope there's an inverse mode where someone's the Tomekeeper, yes, or something, so that he gets his light.
You're all kind of the Tomekeeper in your own way.
Yes, forever and ever.
So 3-player mode, Jan, is designed so that one person has a superpowered faction with extra tomes on their board,
and people are competing against them.
They're playing against a team of 2. The team of 2 only have 2 students each, but they get the extra powers and abilities.
Okay.
On 4-player mode, it's 2 boards wide, and you're typically playing blitz mode. So it's 2 teams of 2, both acting on either board simultaneously.
Oh, you weren't talking about Siege. You were talking about this one?
Both acting. Listen, both acting on both boards simultaneously with 2 Tomekeepers both working towards their destinations. And to cut out on that player AP, you have a 60-second clock. Your action starts when that time hits. The Tomekeeper's moving. It is so. Once you know the game, don't try it without being experienced.
Yeah, that's an advanced mode.
Once you know the game, Jan, it is such a ruckus amount of time, and it takes 20 minutes to play.
So here's my question. Is that like the Arkham series, where the Arkham card game, where you had to buy 2 core sets in order to play for more players?
Big box will come with the availability to play with it.
Okay.
Small box will come with just the 2-player head-to-head.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
I
yes.
think most people, I mean, for me, with the little character expansions and everything, it makes sense if you're backing this.
Oh, I'm gonna go big box all the way, baby. Yeah.
Big box 100%.
Oh my god, yes, you were 100% right. This is amazing. It's so good.
So, those of you watching,
good.
I hope you enjoyed this first look. I mean, genuinely, I've got to figure out a way to title this video, but it's got to be something with like first play, first teach, first impressions across the
Oh, wait, what about something like Love at First Sight? Something like that.
We'll see. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Put many things in your mouth, including books. That's the message, right?
Watch out for the Tomekeeper. We'll see you guys next time.